Every modern PLC has an Ethernet port, the same square RJ45 socket you plug into for the internet at home. So it is tempting to assume industrial Ethernet is just office Ethernet with a different label. It is not. The cable looks identical, but what runs over is tuned for something your laptop never needs, keeping a machine perfectly in time. In this video, I will explain what Ethernet actually is, from frames and addresses to switches. Then I will show why plain Ethernet is non-deterministic, why that matters on a machine, and how the industrial versions fix it. Let's start at the bottom. Quick note before we dig in. This is from PLC Simulator, where you can practice PLC networking and the rest of this video free, right in your browser. No install, no hardware. The link is in the description. Click the link in the description to try it free. Now back to the wire. Start with the basics. Ethernet moves data in frames. A frame is just a small packet with a few fixed parts. Who it is from, who it is going to, the payload, and an error check at the end. The from and to our MAC addresses. Every network card has a MAC address burned in at the factory, unique to that device. The IP address is different. It sits one layer up, and it can change. Now the switch. A switch reads the destination MAC on each frame and sends that frame only to the port where the device lives. It does not shout to everyone. That is what makes modern Ethernet fast and quiet. And it all rides on ordinary twisted pair cable with RJ45 connectors. Here is the catch. Plain office Ethernet is non-deterministic. It was designed to get your data there eventually, not at an exact guaranteed moment. Frames queue in buffers. When traffic spikes, they wait. The gap between two messages, the jitter, drifts around. For email or a web page, you never notice. But picture a servo drive on a machine. It expects a fresh position command every single millisecond. If one update arrives late because a big file transfer clogged the switch, the motion stutters, or the controller faults out. On a spreadsheet, a few milliseconds is nothing. On a moving axis is the whole game. So how does industrial Ethernet fix it? It keeps the same cable and the same frames, then adds control. First, managed switches with traffic priority. Control frames get tagged as important, so they jump ahead of ordinary data in the queue. Second, the protocols themselves reserve bandwidth and tighten the timing, so delivery becomes predictable instead of best effort. That predictability is the whole point. The word for it is determinism. The data does not just arrive, it arrives on schedule. Same RJ45 cable as the office. Very different rules running on top of it. This is why there is not one industrial Ethernet, but several. PROFINET is the Siemens world standard, the Ethernet successor to Profibus. Ethernet/IP is the Allen Bradley and Rockwell network, running their CIP protocol over standard Ethernet. EtherCAT is the high-speed specialist, built for synchronizing many motion axes at once. They are cousins, not rivals. Each is just Ethernet with determinism added in a slightly different way. Which one you meet usually follows the brand of PLC in the panel. I will not rank them here. There is a full comparison of PROFINET, Profibus, Modbus, and Ethernet/IP link below. Now the practical part you will actually do. Connecting a PC to a PLC over Ethernet. Step 1. Put both ends on the same subnet. Same network number, different device number. Step 2. Plug in, either through a switch or straight into the controller's port. Step 3. Open a command prompt and ping the PLC's IP address to confirm the link is alive. Step 4. Go online in your programming software and download. That is the everyday workflow, and 90% of connection problems are just a subnet mismatch in Step 1. Check that first every time. So here's what to walk away with. Ethernet moves frames between MAC addresses and switches forward them by address. Plain Ethernet is non-deterministic, which is fine for the office and a problem on a machine. Industrial Ethernet keeps the cable but adds priority and timing, so control data arrives on schedule. Get that, and the alphabet soup of PROFINET and Ethernet/IP stops being scary. Now, go make it concrete. If you want to practice PLC networking hands-on, click the link in the description to start free at plcsimulationsoftware.com. No hardware, no install. Subscribe, New video every Tuesday. See you in the next one.